And when you say we, you're talking about RS Crum, and you're talking about people who have as their primary objective to advise clients on a fee basis. Is that not right? I mean, you guys, you guys are giving a client the best advice you can, but you're not going to win or lose based on that investment. Is that right?
Dick started the fee-only model, which basically just means no commissions, 30 some odd years ago. I don't think there's any way to get rid of all the conflicts of interest. There's just no way. But I think you did it because it was the purest method there was. And yeah, I mean, I think Dick's built a team where integrity, we like to think objectivity is foremost. And
also, I think we brought some different skill levels. I think what we've tried to do with the people that are with the firm is we have people that have great knowledge in real estate, commercial properties. We have a big background, strong background in income taxation, estate planning. No, we don't prepare anybody's wills or trusts, and no, we don't prepare anybody's income taxes, but we have a lot of knowledge on those subjects because they have a great deal to do with the individual. And so we put together various talents. John comes from a background, although he's just been here a short period of time with the firm, he has 15 years or so with the Geneva Group, which was a company that was involved in mergers and acquisitions and business succession and sales, and he comes from a real long background of business forms, and how business owners think and how they act and what their needs are and what happens if they sell their business or don't sell their business, and what should they do with the money if they do sell the business. So, and then Mark comes from a long background, started clear back with Merrill Lynch nearly 15 years ago, 13 I think you said, and it involves a whole different level of knowledge and education, and that's, I think, what we've tried to do is bring a whole lot of talents to the.
Are there other staff members that aren't in the room that
yes.
have other?
Yeah, Dan Sexton, for example, has been here probably as long as anybody, 14 years, other than me. And and Dan is kind of the glue of the whole organization. He can probably answer most questions in most disciplines and more about the running of the firm from an operational standpoint than any single person. He is very knowledgeable in many areas. He's also a CFP and works one-on-one with an awful lot of the clients here. Chuck Sensabaugh has been here pretty close, 12, 13 years, and Chuck is the one that has a lot of knowledge in income taxation and real estate backgrounds and so forth, and Chuck becomes the financial glue here in the organization. He's sort of the chief financial officer. So yeah, you have a lot of other people. Janice, of course, a lot of people know. She's been here 14 years as well.
I thought Janice ran the whole operation.
Yeah, well, if you ask her, she does.
We're talking about Janice Rodriguez, the wonderful secretary with whom you have an opportunity to meet when you call in and talk to the company. Perhaps the most important person in any company is that first person you talk to.
Yeah, I think so.
And she is an absolute a wonder, quite wonderful.
Indeed.
As I was listening to you guys talk, I had a picture in my mind of the PBS News a couple of days ago, and I think it was Goldman Sachs, and they were in front of an investigatory committee, one of the congressional committees. And these guys were standing there, and the sweat was coming off their brow, and I just watched them, and I was looking at you guys and listening to you answer questions, and I thought, what a difference this is. And I think some people perhaps make the mistake of thinking of financial advisors as some kind of Wall Street folks. After all, you both deal with investments, so that you must be the same. And we all know that there's a great deal of anger, a lot of anger that's out there. But you seem to have a different measure, a different way of thinking somehow.
Let me just add one clarifying thought to that. I think the Goldman Sachs people certainly a representative of Wall Street, but you can go to a lot of the brokers up and down the street, but their business is to sell you things. And they don't make money, their brokers don't make money, the firm doesn't make money unless you buy something. So their job is to talk you into buying something, or perhaps selling something. And that's the classic broker mentality. It isn't necessarily wrong, it just, people need to understand that exists. If you go to a real estate broker, his or her job is to sell you a house or sell you a piece of property. That's how they get paid. They don't get paid any other way. So if they're out spending hours with you and you ultimately decide not to do something, they've spent a lot of time for nothing. And so they get paid on a commission. If you buy a life insurance policy, your agent, it's hard for that agent to be objective. Yes, they want you to buy life insurance, and yes, they want you to buy the most expensive life insurance, and that'd be the same with health and so on. We go right on marching through the various disciplines. The role that we have adopted here with the firm is that we don't sell anything. So consequently, we have no vested interest in whether you buy life insurance, more expensive, less expensive, or whether you do buy a stock or don't buy a stock. And so we get that component out of our picture. Our clients pay us a fee. They deserve our objectivity. We'll tell them, yes, do something, or no, don't do something. And we don't get paid more or less whether they agree or don't agree.
So it's more like a service.
It is a service.
It's a service to the community. It's offering something beyond that which is going to just make you richer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's the role of we think this is the role of the fiduciary. We represent the client's best interest. And listen, we could be wrong. You're still going to pay a fee. I mean, let's not paint this perfectly white.
Sure.
You pay a fee, and you're going to pay the same fee whether we're right or wrong. So we better be right, but you're going to pay the same fee. So perhaps that puts a negative spin on this. But I think I'd rather adopt the role here where we are always objective and we always feel that we're answering a question that's in your best interest and we have no other motive.